and that employee is the one who is going to own that particular form, and he is the only person who can update or edit that particular form, provide his comments, or if at all ratings are there, provide his ratings, whatever it may be, and he is the one who can send the form to the next step, guys. So if you see here, the moment I selected iterative, let me show you single user how it is. You can see single user, only single, you can assign only single role, which means that the people who are there in that particular role can only work on this particular step here. Whereas when you go to the iterative, right, you see more than one role being displayed here, and if you are interested in adding some more roles, you can just go ahead and keep on add these roles, guys. But how this is going to help is, like, say there is a group goal, or say there is a what do you call, it's not a group goal, guys, say there is a cascaded goal. Yeah, say there is a cascaded goal, which means that has been enforced by your management, top level management, and it has been cascaded to your manager, and it has been cascaded to you as well. Say on that particular goal, you are supposed to work on that goal. At the same time, once you are done with respect to that particular goal, if you want to, your manager is also supposed to work on that goal. You can see here, and after that his manager also was supposed to work on that particular goal. But who is going to work for the very first time whenever it is going to launch the form, right? Say administrator is going to launch the template as forms to the users. So remember that, guys, I'll show you how to really go ahead and launch your forms. I'll show you in today's class itself, so that it makes complete sense to you. And when your administrator is going to launch the form, so first it should be launched to whom? So that is important, right? Your entry user going to tell the same thing, guys. So in this particular step, so the form should come first to the employee. So whenever an administrator is launching the forms, he will select a couple of users, guys, whether based on their usernames or based on some criteria like their country or division, department, whatever might be the criteria, but he will be launching straight away to the employees. So you might be one of the employee, so you are the entry user, so which means that you have to work on the form as a first thing. And whenever you are done with the form, say whenever you are done with respect to the work that you are supposed to do on that particular form, you can send the form to the next step, and the manager or second level manager can work on that particular form, and if at all they are interested, they can send back the form to you as well, guys. But ultimately, when these three guys has been completed work, it should move on to the second step, right? See, right now we are in the single step, we are doing all these things, but ultimately at the end of this step, on some day, you have to send the form to the next step, so that your manager can review, or his manager can review, or whatever it may be. So who is going to send the form to the next step? Who is authorized to send the form, or who will see the option to send the form to the next step is the one that you are going to mark as exit user, right? Well, it can be an employee or it can be a manager, the second level manager. The one who is going to mark as has been marked as exit user, he is the only one who can send the form to the next step, guys. So it's pretty simple, guys. Just let me repeat it again. So iterative is nothing but basically you are allowing more than one employee to work on a form in a particular step simultaneously, but it's not actual simultaneously, but one employee at a time on that particular form, and that employee should send the form to the next person, and that is when the next person will be able to work on that particular form. And but who is going to be the first user to work on this step is the user that has been marked as entry user is the one who is going to work on the form for the first time, and who can send the form to the next step is exit user. Whoever has been marked as the exit user, they are the ones who are going to send the form to the next step, guys. We'll see like how it is going to work. And here the only difference is people can work simultaneously on the form, guys. And at least so far I haven't used this configuration of collaboration, but it is there with success factors, and that is the reason like you are seeing this configuration here, guys. And the thing, the basic difference with respect to iterative and collaboration is nothing but you can, let's say you are going to add 3 roles here or 3 people here. 3 people can work on that particular form simultaneously, guys. There is no problem at all. People can go ahead and start working on the form, and who can send the form to next step is nothing but you can see the one that you marked as the exit user, right? Because as everyone is simultaneously working, the moment an administrator is going to launch the form is going to be launched to all the 3 employees, guys. And they can work on their comments. System will take care of like how to update or synchronously update the data, and anyone who has been marked as exit user is the only user who can send the form to the next step, guys. And if you talk about the other option that you see in a single step is, these are very important options, guys. You can see here, they are very important options. And you can see here, say an administrator might be launching the form, say let me take an example here. Say your performance cycle starts on 1st Jan 2015 and it is supposed to end on like say 31st December 2015. Say an administrator might be launching the forms on December 15th of 2014 itself. To meet his deadline, he might be launching the form before the starting of that particular cycle itself. But whether the system should allow you to start your work. So the form has been available with you, it has been launched to you. Whether you are supposed to work on the form from December 15th or not is going to be decided by these things. So when you have to start working on the form is like this thing. Say if it is December 15th 2014, yes, you will be able to work on the form. But say if it has been configured like Jan 1st 2015, you will not, so you will be able to see the form, but you will not be able to start work on the form, guys. You see the form has been launched to you and you will not be able to work on the form, guys. So that is the difference, guys. So this is the date, that is when you will start working on the form, guys, the start date. No, sorry guys, just, so this start date will help. I mean to say this start date is the one that system is going to keep track, and say if your admin has launched this form on December 15, 2014, right? Yes, you can work on that particular form starting from December 15th, the moment the form is available with you. But the whatever that I mentioned earlier, right? It is true if they are going to select this enforced start date, guys. Let me repeat that, guys. I'm really sorry about that. Your start date, right? Whatever the start date that you are seeing here, yes, that is the ideal system start date. That is when you are supposed to work. But say if your administrator has launched the form to you on December 15th itself. So the form is available with you, say from December 16th. You can go ahead and work on this form, update your comments, and you can start working on that, guys. But say if this checkbox has been selected, enforce start date, you will not be able to work on that particular form unless your current date is either this start date or current date is greater than this start date, guys. So that is how your start date and an enforced start date are going to be helpful to you, guys. And this exit date is the date when you are supposed to complete that particular form, and you can send the form to the next step. Now you can send the form to next step before the exit date meets, but I'll tell you what is the difference between this thing and the due date. So, but this is ideally this is when you are supposed to send the form to next step. And you can see the other thing is like due date. Here you can see due date. Say you are supposed to send the form on, let's say the exit date is 2015. Let me, and so you can see you are supposed to send the form to the next step on 31st of December 2015. But because of some reasons, or because you are not available, you might have forgot to send the form to next step. But ideally, as per the process, the manager should receive all the forms, all the performance evaluations of their team members by certain date. So in order to address that, right, how you are going to address that is like you have a due date option, guys. So you can configure your due date stating that, say that if the due date is like Jan 5th of 2015, So it is like this. So once say you cross your exit date and say I am the person who forgot to submit my performance evaluation, and the due date came here, right? So on the due date, the system can take two actions, guys. You can see here, the moment you select these things, the system can take two actions. One is like send the form. Say if employee doesn't finish the form or submit the form by 5th of January 2015, send the form automatically, whatever the stage that is there, whether the employee has updated the self-review or he provided ratings or not, in fact anything, regardless of your validation, send the form to the next step. Whatever the next step here is like manager review. Send the form to next step. Or the other option is like send the forms that pass validation, which means that the forms where the mandatory details has been provided, the fields that has been marked as mandatory has been updated, send only such kind of forms to the next step. So you can take both either of these actions and the form is going to be automatically sent to the next step, guys.
So if the employee has not completed the self-evaluation, it will actually automatically send it, if it's always send regardless of validation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And you can see there is some options called as show advanced options. And these advanced options nothing but like what kind of text that you want to keep on your buttons. When an employee, let me show you from an end user perspective how it looks like. Then I'll come back here. So let me proxy into Marla Gibbs account.
Can you please scroll your screen up so we can see them at the bottom, because it's not visible?
No. Let me. I'll come back to that particular section motion, because I want to show you how an end user is going to look like. For an end user, how the route map is going to look like. Let me show you that. Then I'll come back to that particular configuration.
Thank you.
And here you can see, guys, I don't know who is SK, guys. A lot of echo is coming from your side. Okay, and here you can see on your, this is one of your performance plan, guys. Again, the performance form, sorry. So on this performance form, you can see here there is a section called as route map, and you can see this route map got two steps, guys. That's it. One step is alternate route user step and another is completed. So one is the only thing that is active, or that is the thing where user is supposed to take an action. Let me show you another one, guys. It doesn't carry much steps here. Let me go to another one. Let me select this. And here you can see there is a route map, and you see three different steps. One is complete salary planning, another is comp admin review, and the last one is going to be completed step. And here you can see the current step, wherever that particular form is pending, right? It is currently pending with the Marla Gibbs, and you can see the step name is complete salary planning, and the due date is 10/17/20. It's already passed, guys. Don't worry. But you can see the other step is comp admin review, and the role that you added is the user, and the due date is 10/17/2014. So that is how an end user is going to, that is how the roadmap is going to look like.
I don't see your screen. The screen got frozen completely.
Is the same thing with everyone, guys?
And Raghu, your voice is breaking. No, it's not audible right here.